Tycoon games are one of my favorite ways to pass the time, and I just wondered, why don't I make a list of the best Tycoon games that are on sale right now? So I started digging around on Steam, and I spotted 10 great-looking Tycoon games that are either having a massive sale going on, or just dropped recently and are shiny and new. So if you're looking for a way to pass the time, I've got you covered. Let's first hop to the zoo. Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo drops you into the headkeeper's boots, but you're really wearing about 5 hats at once. The whole park sits in a colorful 3D sandbox, so you can sculpt rivers, stack cliffs, and run a glass tunnel right through the lion habitat, if that's your vibe. Animals behave like the real deal. Give a giraffe the wrong leaves and it sulks. Crowd the meerkats and they bicker, so you're forever tweaking layouts instead of zoning out. There's a deep money loop too. Ticket prices, conservation credits, and an online animal trading market that feels surprisingly alive. Community franchise mode lets you trade creatures with other players, or you can chill offline in pure creative mode. Reviews sit at a glowing, very positive. And right now, the base game is a whopping 70% off, about $13, giving you an easy excuse to jump in. It's PC only, but it's Steam Deck friendly, so you can fine-tune habitats from the couch without a hitch.
Esteemed guests, let's discover the very nature of discovery in
2-Point Museum. 2-Point Museum lets you curate a gallery that's equal parts culture and chaos. You sketch out exhibit rooms with a click-and-drag grid, drop in fossils, vintage gadgets, or whatever oddities you unlock, and watch visitors gush or giggle at your choices. Money rolls in through ticket booths, cafes, and gift shops you sprinkle around the halls, so upgrades never feel far away. Staff come with big cartoon quirks that keep the vibe light, like a guide who panics in the mummy wing, or a janitor who dances while sweeping. Challenges pop up often, pushing you to raise exhibit prestige or stop a stampede of school trips before boredom tanks your ratings. It's an easy game to learn, but sneaky deep once you start balancing crowd flow and artifact upkeep. Steam users rate it very positive, and the summer sale trims the price by 20% to about $20 or euros. Basically, if you want a low-stress builder with plenty of laughs, this one's waiting. 2-Point Campus. 2-Point Campus hands you an empty lot and tells you to make college actually fun. You drag out lecture halls on a friendly grid, slot in wild courses like night school or robotics, then tweak the timetable so everything runs smoothly. Students wander between classes hunting for clubs, snacks, or the next big party, so you'll be tossing down entertainment spots and dorm upgrades as fast as the term flies by. Layout really matters here. Dorm rooms near showers kill morning queues, while well-placed food stalls keep grades up because nobody's learning on an empty stomach. Career mode drip feeds new campuses with clear goals, but Sandbox gives you endless cash to experiment if you'd rather go free-form. The whole thing keeps jokes rolling without ever hiding the numbers nerds enjoy tuning. Steam reviews sit at a comfy, very positive, and the summer sale chops a massive 75% off. About $6 right now. Basically, it's cheerful, cheap, and dangerously bingeable.
Hello there.
House Flipper 2. House Flipper 2 hands you the biggest paint roller you've ever seen and basically says, fix everything. You start each job inside a dusty, half-destroyed house, and every stain you scrub or wall you rebuild turns straight into profit. Because the game runs in first person, it feels like you're really yanking out rotten cabinets or snapping in fresh floorboards. Cash from quick contracts lets you buy whole properties, flip them for way more, then splash that money on dream builds across the new open map. Tools feel punchy. Smashing tiles with the demolition hammer never gets old. And a fresh update adds online co-op so you and a buddy can remodel together. Controls stay simple, so anyone can dive in after a long day and chill out with paint and parquet. Steam users rate it very positive, and during the sale, it's sitting 35% off at about $26 or euros. If you've ever watched a renovation show and thought, I could do that, here's your chance. Blacksmith Master. Blacksmith Master keeps things medieval and surprisingly chill. You start with a tiny forge, heat up iron bars, and hammer out swords, hinges, or whatever the townsfolk beg for that day. Orders pile up fast, so you juggle fuel, metal quality, and a smelter that never seems to stay hot enough. The isometric view lets you watch sparks fly without fumbling around in 3D space. As coins roll in, you expand the workshop, hire apprentices, and slot in conveyor belts that basically turn the place into a mini factory. The early access roadmap teases new ores, armor sets, and even a village economy over the next year, so you can grow alongside the devs. Steam reviews lean very positive, praising the one more order rhythm, and the summer sale slices 25% off, dropping the price to about $15 or euros. If you want a craft-heavy Tycoon that won't overwhelm, this one's a rock-solid pick. Parcel Simulator. Parcel Simulator turns a plain warehouse into your own little logistics puzzle. You clock in at floor level, pick up a random box, zap it with a handheld scanner, and decide whether it goes to the belt, the reject bin, or the secret inspection table. Some packages hide contraband, so you slice them open and feel like airport security without the queues. As payouts climb, you bolt on faster conveyors, barcode cameras, and parking bays that swallow delivery vans in one go. The controls feel smooth in first person, and a quick swap tool wheel keeps jobs from bogging you down. Daily shift goals push you to clear mountains of parcels before the buzzer. But you can also hop into free mode if you just want relaxing beeps and boops. Steam players rate it overwhelmingly positive, praising the simple loop that somehow eats whole evenings. It's brand new at $19.99 or euros with no discount yet, so you know the price before you dive in. Recycling Center Simulator. Recycling Center Simulator lets you turn random junk into tidy profits while doing the planet a tiny favor. You cruise around in first-person scooping scrap with a front loader, feed the crusher, then sort metals, plastics, and glass along a noisy conveyor line. The better you separate materials, the higher your payout, and you'll need that cash for bigger shredders, faster forklifts, and even a small truck fleet to grab roadside trash jobs. Outdoor sections feel surprisingly chill. Birds chirp while you flatten cans, so it doubles as a low-pressure break after busier tycoons. Quests pop up to keep things fresh, like disassembling old computers or safely draining oily car parts. And each upgrade visibly tidies the yard, which is super satisfying. Reviews sit at a solid very positive, and right now the summer sale knocks 45% off the price, bringing it down to about $10.99 in both dollars and euros. Basically, it's a no-brainer if you want a laid-back management fix on the cheap. Gas Station Simulator. Gas Station Simulator throws you into a dusty roadside stop that needs serious TLC. You buy a rundown fuel station, sweep the sand off the pumps, paint cracked walls, and start serving your first thirsty pickup. Money comes from topping tanks, running the quick fix garage, and ringing up snacks inside the mini-mart. As profits pop, you bolt on extra pumps, hire staff so you can focus on improvements, and open goofy side gigs like a car wash or arcade corner. Random events keep you busy. Tour buses unload crowds, local racers request nitro, and a pesky kid sometimes tags your walls, so the pace never drags. Controls are simple first-person clicks, perfect when you just want to unwind. Steam reviews sit at a healthy, very positive, and the summer sale slices 45% off, dropping the base game to about $10.99 or euros. Basically, if you enjoy steady growth with a splash of silliness, this pit stop is worth every penny. Car Dealer Simulator. Car Dealer Simulator drops you behind a dusty desk in a tiny used car lot and dares you to build a dealership empire. You start by browsing online listings for clapped-out compacts, then head to live auctions to outbid rivals and haul your prize back to the shop. Quick repairs, oil changes, tire swaps, fresh paint add instant value, while deeper engine rebuilds score bigger margins if you have the patience. Once a ride shines, line it up in your showroom, set a sweet price, and haggle with walk-in customers who always want want a bargain, story quests push you toward risky flips and junkyard scavenger hunts, keeping days unpredictable. A recent update added a test drive track, so you can burn rubber before sealing the deal and maybe spot hidden faults. Steam reviews mark it very positive, and the launch promo trims 10% off, leaving the price at about $17.99 or euros. Basically, if the idea of flipping cars sounds fun, this game gets you revved fast.
Hey kid, how's the subway, huh? Welcome.
Big Ambitious. Big Ambitions drops you in New York with nothing but a cheap apartment, a loan, and a dream. You rent a tiny storefront, stack it with paper bags, and hope the morning rush buys enough mugs to cover rent. Profits build fast if you watch opening hours, keep shelves stocked, and set prices customers actually like. Once money feels safe, you grab a van, open a second shop, then a burger joint, then a clothing warehouse that feeds your own chain. The whole city runs in real time, so juggling deliveries, staff shifts, and even traffic lights becomes its own puzzle. It feels open-ended. Apartments upgrade, cars multiply, and eventually you're planning import routes on the waterfront. Steam users rate it very positive, praising steady weekly updates. And while it's still in early access, the current price sits at about $23 or euros with no discount. Basically, if you want one Tycoon to soak up dozens of hours, this is it. Quick bit of trivia before you hit the buy button. The genre's nickname actually comes from a 1990 railroad sim whose creators worried the word tycoon was too hard to spell. Turns out it sold millions and kicked off the whole obsession we share today. If you enjoyed hanging out, tap the like so I know to hunt more bargains, and check the end screen for my deep dive on best factory builders. Happy managing, and I'll see you in the next video.